Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the first episode of, this doesn't have a name, but you know, the first episode of the Drag Race review. Bitch! Okay, so jumping right into it, there's only 7 queens introduced this first episode. They're doing a split premiere like they did on season 6. And so the first 7 queens that were introduced are... Bitch. First the text, now a phone call, baby. Britta, Nikki, Gigi, Widow Von Doom, Crystal, Heidi and Closet, and Jackie Cox. I think that's everybody. I feel like some people are kind of like upset that they're doing the whole double premiere thing. I really have no opinion on it. I don't mind it. I think it's cool. I actually like that we're able to connect better with the queens because there are so many now. And the most memorable part of all the entrances, in my opinion, was 100% when Heidi and Closet described herself as SPF 100.
My drag is very SPF 100, sassy, professional, fierce, and she keeps it 100.
Bitch, I mean 45 seconds in and we already have a great line. I cannot believe people aren't talking about that she said that. I thought that was so fucking funny. I'm really loving Heidi in Closet so far. She is really like one of my favorites. She is so charming and cute and I'm obsessed with her. Although I feel bad, everybody is like really shitting on her name, like Ross and Michelle, not Ross, Carson and Michelle and the judges were shitting on her name. I feel like when I was watching IMHO they were shitting on her name. Raja and Raven shat on her name. Everybody hates the name. I feel so bad. So the first mini challenge of the season is, again, like what they did a previous season on season 7. They will be doing a fall and a spring runway fashion show. I think this is a great mini challenge. It's a great way to just show off some outfits, see who has their shit together. Sadly, we saw Heidi really doesn't have her shit together. That was really rough to watch. I was really disappointed in Nikki Doll's spring look. I thought that look was, to be quite frank, hideous. I didn't like it one bit. And I also really did not like Jackie Cox's spring runway look. But on the flip side, both of them had my favorite fall runway looks. Jackie's 60s fall runway was gorgeous. And Nikki's fall runway, the like men's suit looking kind of thing, I don't really know. That also was stunning and I would wear both of those outfits in a heartbeat. And then when Miss Heidi in Closet is doing her spring runway, she is going down the runway in full confidence and then all of a sudden, bam, her headpiece falls off.
And all of a sudden, you can see her civil rights hair. Oh, no.
But she doesn't break character. She keeps walking confidently. And then she kind of tries to make up for it on her next runway because she comes and does a death drop at the end. But I feel like that was just a little like, don't try to overcompensate, just move on gracefully. And then Gigi, both of her runway looks were stunning. The pastel spring look, I loved it. It was my favorite spring look by far. I love the piss neon hair. So gorgeous. And then the jockey look was good too. I'm not as crazy about it because it just kind of made her face look a little bit weird. The strap on the helmet queen. And then, without a doubt, the best look for the fall runway was Crystal Method, dressed as a sexy Freddy Krueger, but not just a stupid, basic... Honestly, I guess it really wasn't sexy at all. But Crystal, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, had the best fall runway, in my opinion. And then after the mini challenge, of course, the girls go back to the workroom and they get out of drag and we get to see what everybody looks like as a boy. And I'm really surprised how talkative Nikki Doll is. Like, I know going into it in the Meet the Queen, she was talking about the gender barrier, language barrier. But she is a shady motherfucker.
Shady lady, Peter Brady. Nikki gonna love that.
Well, start packing.
Alright guys, well so far I think I'm that bitch, so okay.
And I'm absolutely loving her, and I'm surprised that I am so much. No shade, but like, I don't know, I thought she was gonna be kind of boring, but I'm obsessed with Nikki Doll. RuPaul enters the workroom and tells the girls that for their main challenge, they're going to have to write verses to one of RuPaul's new songs. Classic Drag Race challenge at this point. But damn, the fact that they are just throwing them right into it, girl. They're not playing games. And then the icing on top of the cake, honey, is that Nicki Minaj is the guest judge, and she's going to be judging all of the raps, which is just... I would be shitting bricks. The song that they are performing to is entitled I'm That Bitch. And I'll be honest, I'm into it. It's a good song. especially compared to some of the other songs that they've had the girls write verses to. No shade, but some of them aren't really the best. So this one is definitely on the higher end of the spectrum. So Heidi and Widow Von Du both volunteer to do choreography for the group. So when they get onto the runway and start doing the choreography, there is a clear issue. Widow is clearly upset right off the bat because, as she said, and she's completely right, there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Because even with half the cast being there right now, there's still so many big personalities and, like she said, so many cooks in the kitchen. So I understand why Widow was getting pissed off that nobody was listening to her. But Heidi really, she is pushing through and she did a great job choreographing. Heidi is such a fucking sickening dancer and amazing performer. Oh my lord. And while they were practicing their dances, there was a moment that Nikki Doll suggested they do something that was kind of like the human centipede, which I'm a little disappointed they didn't go that route because I thought that would have been really, really interesting. And so it's the next day, the girls are in the workroom talking about how excited they are, how nervous they are, how they didn't have any time to rehearse and how crazy everything is, and then Heidi reveals that she was in the ER for the entire night because she had some sort of an allergic reaction to possibly some kale that she had eaten. Which, I mean, poor thing, Miss Heidi, I love her so much. She's the sweetest thing, but she is just having horrible luck. First her headpiece falls off, then she has the allergic reaction. It's just poor thing. And then Nikki literally says that she hates her hair and makeup. Like, the world is really testing Heidi in closet. Poor thing. However, I do think that'll be good for her storyline, because I'm guessing she's gonna stay for a while because she has such a great personality. And by, you know, 5 episodes from now, when her makeup is better and she looks a little bit more, like, polished, it'll be good for her storyline. So having a rough start like this, especially when no one's going home the first episode, isn't necessarily a bad thing. And so the girls go onto the... Oh my god, wait. Before the girls go onto the runway, Nikki comes out, and it's so fucking cute. She comes out like RuPaul. She introduces Michelle and Carson. And I wish Michelle and Carson... Obviously, it's RuPaul's show, so they had to, like, you know, whatever. But they should have played along with Nikki and been like, hey, Nikki, oh my god. But immediately, they're like, Nikki, come sit by us. I would have drank Nikki's Kool-Aid, so they should have drank the Kool-Aid as well. But the number is actually really good. I was genuinely surprised with how good it was. The song is really good. Everybody's verses were good, in my opinion. Everybody was dressed good. I liked everyone's outfits. The only complaint I do have is Crystal's padding was so low. And for how wide the pads are, I think it should have been pulled up like a few inches higher. I was really surprised how good Gigi's verse was, and I was surprised how good Crystal's verse was, because I just didn't really see them as rap queens. But they killed it. Gigi was incredible. I keep saying, good morning, campers, which is weird. And we didn't really see that much of the choreographing process, but watching the performance, the choreo looked good. Everybody was in sync. It looked like they've been practicing it for like a week at least. Heidi killed it. We get a little tease of how amazing of a performer Heidi in Closet is during this number. I cannot wait to see her lip sync more on the show, especially if the winners are lip syncing, because that would be even more exciting. And then the other verse that really fucking hits is Widow Von Du. She killed this challenge, and spoiler alert, definitely deserved and earned her win. For the first episode, she really made her mark. As Raja said, she kind of lifted up her leg and pissed on the competition a little bit. So like I just said, Widow Von Du was the winner. It was her and Gigi Good. They lip-sync for their legacy instead of lip-syncing for their life. And Gigi, I mean, I think watching that first performance, we see that Gigi's probably not going to win the season, just because, like, if there's a top 4 lip-sync, there's no way she's going to win it. No tea, no shade, but... Widow was doing a little bit too much, but I understand why. She pulled out every stop that she could. She fucking broke her leg, she dislocated both of her arms, she did all the splits, she had reveals, she really turned the party. Obvious that she was gonna win. Oh, I totally forgot to talk about the runways. So the runway category was Sparkle. First on the runway was Britta, and she was in that jumpsuit with the peplum, aka just a silver version of Bob's Wizard of Oz look. I'm not really too crazy about it. It's not ugly, it's not unpolished by any means. She looks great, it's just, you know, it's fine. And then my favorite look of the night, second up, is Crystal motherfucking Method, dressed as him from the Powerpuff Girls, but just, like, even gayer and even more fabulous. I just love a tail. After I saw Crystal's runway, it just made me want to make tails, and I want to wear outfits with tails on them now. I don't know. And of course, Gigi Goode looks absolutely sickening. Her Christian Cohen-inspired outfit, gorgeous. She did say on the runway that she doesn't wear stones, which I could respect that for right now, but girl, trust me, you're gonna wear stones eventually. Then after Gigi was Heidi in Closet, who, her dress was pretty. The judges did comment that her padding should have been bigger. I thought her pads were good. I think that she should have just been cinched tighter. And then, you know, Nikki said it. Her hair and makeup were definitely not the best. I agree completely with what Nikki said. I don't know, her makeup looked like she had just slept in it. Like, really was not, it wasn't sharp, it wasn't clean, it wasn't bright. I didn't mind the stones on the hairline. I thought that was fine. Definitely nothing to say that I hate. But Nikki has strong feelings. After Heidi, we have Jackie Cox, and I'm really surprised how much I love her look. Honestly, when I heard the category was Sparkle, I had the same exact thought to do like a Valley of the Dolls thing. So, but yeah, honestly, this first episode, Jackie surprised me. I'm really liking Jackie. Not to mention, Jackie is definitely the trade of the season. IMO. He, out of drag, is quite good looking. And after Miss Jacqueline is Nikki Doll, which she looked good from the chest up, but oh my god, just the little panty, that's a little bit of a boring cop-out, whatever. And those shoes that she had on were so ugly. I think that she would have been better off with some black vinyl pleasers. Those, like, tattered leather, like, crinkled boots. No, I did not. Ugh, the shoes were so ugly. And then finally is Widow Von Du, who looks absolutely sickening. And what's great about her outfit is you don't know that it's going to be a reveal. I had no idea she was going to take the jacket off and have on, like, a panty and a bra underneath. I thought that was just her outfit. Widow is another one, like Jackie, who has really surprised me, and I'm loving her, and I cannot wait to see her kill the season. I think she's gonna make, like, top 4 now. And like Nikki commented, I also loved Widow Von Du's earrings. Those were really cute. So obviously nobody went home, and I guess because of that, also everybody got really good critiques. The only person who got any negative critiques, I feel like, was Heidi, and the one thing was Nicki Minaj, like, roasting her ass, like, really came for her when she said she hated her hair and makeup. I know I keep saying it, but it was crazy. I still love Nicki, though. But back to the lip sync for the Legacy. It's Gigi Goode and Widow Von Du. Widow absolutely kills it. She does the most. The absolute most. And Gigi kind of just walks around the stage. There was a moment where she gave a good old, like, a seizing moment. Is this a similar move to what Dusty Ray Bottoms did in her Nicki Minaj lip sync against Monet Exchange, when she was also getting obliterated. So if there's ever another Nicki Minaj song in the lip sync, someone has to find a way to do their little kind of seize move in there. But so nobody goes home. Widow Von Du wins the first challenge. She wins a $5,000 prize. Lovely gal. And they go into the workroom and they show Widow write a note on the mirror for the girls for next episode. They did not show what the note said, but knowing Widow, it probably said something along the lines of, "Don't unpack your bags, bitches. We're here to kill all of you. Literally, we're gonna murder you." I'm super excited to see how the rest of this season goes. When I first saw the cast, I was a little bit like, okay, but after this first episode, I am really excited. I think the second episode is going to be even better. I can't wait to see the rest of the queens. I can't wait to see the rest of the looks. I know they're doing the same runway mini challenge, so I hope they're going to do another version of, like, I'm That Bitch. And they're just going to have the other 7 or other 6 girls perform that, because that would be really cool. Or maybe they'll have a different song, and then RuPaul will release that as, like, another single. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you come back next week for the second part of the second part premiere review, whatever. I don't know. And let me know what you guys think of my look. I had to jump on the bandwagon and do a Lady Gaga stupid love look, of course. Literally, the day the video came out, which was, like, yesterday. Yeah, literally, the video came out yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna make the look. And I started, like, making the little top and getting the wig ready. I went on Instagram, I saw, like, 15 people had already done it already. I'm like, damn, and I thought I was like this close to not doing it because I was like, I feel like it's already tired. Everyone's done the look already, but whatever, might as well jump on the bandwagon, you know? Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and like the video. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and dislike it. I don't really give a fuck. I can handle it. And you know what? If you really dislike it, go and tell me in the comments. Leave me a real nasty hate comment. Please. Take out all of your anger on me. That's what I'm here for. Okay? Cool. Oh, and most importantly, you guys, make sure you check the description and go and follow me on Instagram. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.